Hey, this is Taylor here at Truck World RVA. I have a 2021 Ford F600. It's four-wheel drive, powered by a 7.3 V8. It does have a brand new complete drop-in that we just installed that was purchased through the local Ford dealer, so it's an OEM drop-in engine. It does come with a warranty through Ford. A little over 95,000 miles, has an 11-foot Stellar TMAX service body on it. It's a TMAX aluminum series body with the cab high bins all the way down both sides. Tons of storage space in the bed. A Stellar 7621 crane, hydraulic outriggers, interior and exterior work lighting, Wilton vise on the rear workbench bumper, an American Eagle hydraulic compressor, and a set of drawers. A really nicely equipped truck overall. Now, the goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So if you do have any additional questions or need any more photos or videos after you watch, feel free to call or text 804-716-8487. My goal is to point out any flaws, imperfections on the truck as I go around. So in the first half of the video, we're going to go around the exterior, look inside all the bins. In the second half, I'll do a cold start, do a short drive down the cul-de-sac, and then we'll take a look at the engine and run all the equipment on the truck. Now, this was a one-owner truck, fleet-owned, came out of North Carolina, so there's no rust on the underside. Nice and rust-free. All the bin floors are solid. And if you'd like a full list of everything that we did to the truck prior to offering it for sale, besides the replacement engine that I talked about, there'll be a write-up anywhere you see this truck listed, either on Facebook, my website, Commercial Truck Trader. 279 total hours on the compressor, but I can also send parts and labor receipts for all the work just performed. Obviously, we have receipts for the engine that will come with the truck for the warranty. But I can send you full receipts for all other work done to the truck. Cab is nice and clean, no dents or dings on the driver's side here. Got a bunch of extra keys, more than you would ever need in your life. Service body, power locks, power windows, and cruise control. We did just finish up with this truck, so I do need the detailer to hit the cab one more time, just a little bit dirty on the door card and the floor. You have vinyl seats, rubber floors, steering wheel controls, cruise control, factory charging cradle for the remote. That is a brand new Stellar remote. Bed control panel right here to control the bed lighting. No rips or tears on the interior. And the headliner is fairly free of staining as well. A little bit of staining there on the outside, some up by the visor, but overall pretty clean on the headliner. Brand new Falcon steer tires just installed. A couple little rock chips here on the driver fender there. No damage on the driver's side chrome front bumper. I don't see, as I'm going along it, any dents or dings on the bumper at all. The bumper is clean. Passenger side fender is clean as well. Really no rock chips, dings, or dents on the hood. Even on the face of it is also clean. Now, like I said before, I do try to be as thorough as possible and go over every point on the truck. But if you end up needing anything else, don't hesitate to call or text 804-716-8487. Once again, the bed is a Stellar TMAX aluminum. It's 11 feet long. Cab high bins down both sides. Factory paint is still intact. You have this track system up top for adding accessories without having to drill into the top of your bins, which is really nice. I like the aluminum series TMAX quite a lot. A little bit of damage on this drop down here, just paint damage, not body damage. Now this drop down Makes this bin tall enough to accommodate torch bottles without having the standard step-up height on this bin, so it keeps the height uniform. Across the bed, a little small scratch here on this door. Again, this bed has not been repainted. It is the factory paint, and it still shows very well. So this is your torch bottle compartment. You can see here you have your bottle racks, and then again, the drop down there to accommodate torch bottles. A couple sets of shelves on the left-hand side. Now all the doors close, latch, lock, and seal as they should. All the latches are keyed the same. Again, we have a load of keys for this truck. All the bins are watertight. And again, it does have interior compartment lighting as well as exterior lighting as well. A little scratch here on the door. A couple more sets of shelves inside here. Now this bed does have the interior tab system there for the shelves, so you can relocate these shelves up and down as you'd like, add more shelves in fairly easily. Now on the bottom side of this door, you have a couple more scratches there. Long one there, and then kind of a squiggly one there right above it, and a little bit on the bottom lip of that wheel well door. New Falcon drives as well, so new drives in the front and across the rear. You can see it's nice and dry up underneath, no rust to speak of. A couple more areas of paint chipping. Open box with no shelving here over the passenger wheel well. Another area of paint chip or flake right there. Coming around to the crane compartment, you have one shelf inside of here. Outrigger controls are on the bottom. You have your bed power panel here, controls the lighting, the PTO, air regulator and dryer, and then a shot of the load chart. So it's a 7,500 pound capacity crane, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 21 feet. On the back, you have your master twist lock. You can pull this down, put a padlock through it. It'll lock the entire bedside all the way down. You have that on both sides. Rear strobes as well, obviously hydraulic outriggers, working Wilton tradesman vise. Workbench rear bumper, you have the pass-through compartment underneath of it. Tow hitch receiver. Then inside the bed, you have E-track down both sides. So you have your spare tire there strapped to the E-track. Bed liner's in pretty good shape overall, and then your tie downs there inside the bed. Rear bumper has some paint damage all over it, just scratches and chips. Pretty standard area to have wear on that. And then again, you can see that top bed track better on this side because it's open, but on these rails up top, you can mount accessories, just little clips go in here. It slides in, so you could mount it. They already have some brackets there. They probably had a welder up there mounted previously. You can mount tool bins, air hose reels like you have up there, or a welder, again, without having to drill into the top of the box. So it's a really good design. Again, I like these beds a lot. If you're watching this video, you probably do as well. So this is the driver's side rear compartment. Two more sets of shelves inside here. That's just a little bug there. Driver wheel well compartment. Again, like the other side, open with no shelving. And the driver 1 and the driver 2 are a big double door compartment. You have a little paint failure here. Let me try to, get my shadow there. Paint failure here just on that overlap lip. And inside of here you have a, looks like this bracket is broken here. We'll get this reattached after I get done shooting this video. That just needs to be welded back on. That's the sliding pin there that locks the doors in place, but that bracket is broken where it attaches. But one nice set of American Eagle drawers. So nice full set of drawers there, and then on that left-hand side you have 2 more shelves. Well, that about wraps up the cosmetic portion of the video. I'm going to hop in the truck, take it for a quick spin. When I get back, we'll look at the engine, and then I'll run all the equipment on the truck. 95, 863 on the miles. And then, not that it matters that much anymore what the engine hours are, but 4897 are the engine hours. Obviously, that's more like a couple, being that it has a new engine in it. But once again, it's a 7.3 V8, brand new drop-in with a warranty. That's mated to a 10-speed automatic. The truck is 4-wheel drive as well. Plenty of power. I was not really on it at all, and I got up into 8th gear. We used to deal in a lot of the V10s. I don't really mess with those anymore, but the 7.3 in terms of power and drivability is night and day difference over the V10s if you've ever driven one. They're kind of dogs, but the 7.3, you know, it's not a diesel still, but it definitely gets out of its own way, has plenty of power. I'm going to loop it back here, back it back into its spot, and then we'll look at the engine. And being an F600 as well, you probably already know this, but you have the 22,000 GVWR, so you are able to carry more weight. And then match that with the fact that the bed is aluminum. I think last time I looked, if I'm not mistaken, it's about a 700-pound weight savings over the steel Stellar bodies. So you should have quite a bit of capacity there. It does have a rear view camera in the dash. I'm going to pop out and we'll take a look at the engine. So on the lighting, you have these front strobes in the grille of the truck. You have a top-mounted strobe on the headache rack, and then, like I mentioned before, inside all the compartments, you also have interior LED work lighting. That is throughout all of the compartments. On the rear of the truck, you have 2 LED work lights, as well as strobes in the taillight housings. And then it's hard to see in the daylight, but again, LED work lights on the driver's side of the truck as well, and then one more floodlight, LED floodlight, right behind the compressor there. So tons of lighting all the way around. Outriggers are controlled right off this lever here. Crane side extends, the non-crane side does not. Now the crane is run off this factory wireless remote. Again, the remote is brand new, just came in from Stellar. Hit any button and it will come on. Fully proportional, so this trigger controls the speed of your function. So you select your function, hold your trigger. And I have to link it. There we go. Throw it all the way up in the air and let that pulley block drop off the rest. You can idle the truck up from the remote as well. I just idled it up. A lot more speed from the crane with the idle up. Now the option button on the remote controls your lighting, so you have boom tip lighting as well. Turn that on and off with the option button. Full extension there out to 21 feet of total reach. Again, it's a 7,500 pound maximum lifting capacity. The inner boom is nice and clean. Tons of thickness left in those wear pads. Very little slop whatsoever in the rotation bearing. Compressors run off this switch down here. You just pull down on it. It'll command the compressor on. I don't know what the deal is here with those. They might not be run to the line. The air hose reels are over here. So I have to check on that air regulator and dryer. It looks like they're not running line, but the compressor just kicked off. It should build up to about 175 or so PSI, and then you can also turn it back off here completely. Now your compressor's off. Pull the outriggers back up. Idle the truck back down, and then you can also shut the truck off from the remote as well. So once again, it's a 2021 F600 with a brand new 7.3 drop-in engine, an 11-foot Stellar TMAX service body, all aluminum, 7621 crane. Very well equipped overall, a little over 95,000 miles. If you have any questions or need any additional photos, videos, or information, call or text anytime at 804-716-8487.